Hi, I'm Jenny Jones, and I'm going to show you how to make granola. It's really, really easy. In fact, I wasn't even a fan of granola because when I bought it in the store, it had too much sugar, too much fat, it didn't taste good. But then my sister told me she made it at home, and I tried it, and it's addictive. It's so good, it's so easy. I'm going to show you how to do it. First, you preheat the oven to 325, which I did. And here's all the ingredients that go into the mix. Oats, you just need regular oats, not instant. Oatmeal helps lower cholesterol. You want wheat germ for protein and fiber and folic acid. You want nuts. I choose to use sliced almonds and walnuts and coconut. And that's everything that goes in. I'll show you how easy it is. Here's the recipe. Okay, it's 3½ cups of regular oats and not instant, okay, because they're just going to be mushy. And it does not have to be exact. You can see I'm just measuring it loosely. You can do, okay, whoops, that's 2, 3. You can do more oats, less wheat germ. You can add other things. That's 3½ cups of oats. As long as you have about the right amount of ingredients. Oh, I love that sound. ½ cup of wheat germ. Again, you can see it's very loosely measured. The nuts, I like, you can use all kinds of nuts, pecans, you know, whatever, but for health benefits, almonds have a lot of vitamin E, so I use the sliced ones because they toast up really nicely. And walnuts have the most omega-3 fatty acids, good for the heart, and I always chop them up a little bit because when you get big chunks like this, it's too much. So chop up the walnuts. If I have them, sometimes I'll do walnuts and pecans because pecans have a different flavor, but this is still my favorite basic recipe with just these simple ingredients. So there go the nuts. Big and small pieces is good. And you don't need a lot of coconut, about 3 tablespoons, but boy, it really, really adds to the flavor. It's kind of hard to measure, so you have to kind of just do it loosely like that. That's about 1, that's about 2, and that's about 3. So that's everything that goes in the mix. You just kind of stir it up a little bit, and then you're ready to add kind of a syrup that you're going to cook it in. And here's how you make the syrup. 3 ingredients. How easy could this be? Oil, maple syrup, and brown sugar. You take a little saucepan. Let me move this out of the way. A little saucepan, and here's the recipe. You start with 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Again, more or less is okay, but this just gives it just the right. I just press it down a little bit. I don't press it really, really hard. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And a lot of granola recipes have honey. I really don't like it. It is so much better with maple syrup, and it's natural. Here's 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I actually, being Canadian, I kind of think the Canadian maple syrup tastes better, but that's just me. This is my favorite part. And only 3 tablespoons of oil, and I always use canola oil because it has no flavor, it's heart healthy, and that's all you need, about 3 tablespoons of oil. And you just heat this up on a stove for like maybe 1 or 2 minutes until the brown sugar melts. So you heat it over about a medium heat. You stir it, and that brown sugar will dissolve. Actually, while I'm talking to you, that's how quick it is. It'll dissolve that quickly over like a medium heat. And there it is. Look how long that took. Now, you put it in you mix it all in, and the granola is ready to go in the oven. Now, when you stir it, try not to make a mess like I just did. I should have used a bigger bowl. Yeah, that's another thing. Use like the biggest bowl you have in the kitchen because you'll need it. You stir it until it starts to feel kind of heavy, you know. That way you know that the stuff is really, really mixed in well. And you're going to bake this. The oven is, like I said, preheated at 325. And you can put it in 2 kinds of pans. You can put it in like a baking pan that's greased, like this one I'll show you. You can use a pan like this, which I think most people have. And, whoops. When you're making a mess, that means you're having fun cooking. So this is how I grease my pans with my hand. I use canola oil for greasing because it will stick a little bit. You just need a little bit of oil to grease it. I'll show you the other pan in a minute because I make so much granola. I got a special granola pan just for myself. And there it is. You put this in the pan. You spread it around. Look at the mess I made. Okay, you spread it around like this. You bake it for about 30, 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and it's all done. It's going in the oven. Okay, after about 20 minutes, you start to stir it, and it may not be turning brown just yet, but you do have to keep checking, and you just kind of stir it from the edges in like that, and then so that it all kind of gets an even time. Mostly near the edges is where it browns a little bit more. So you just kind of turn it upside down, and you can always just kind of shake it like that to get it back. And it's not an exact science at all, so it's just a rough stirring is all you need to do. Put it back in, and it's going to be another 10 minutes. Maybe start checking it every 5-7 minutes. In about 10 or 15 minutes, it'll be done. Okay, it was in the oven for about 35 minutes. It's all done. I let it cool for just a little bit so I can show it to you on the table. This is what it looks like when it's done. And here's the important thing. It has to be this brown. Don't be afraid and take it out too early. Don't be thinking it's going to burn, because the browner it is, the more flavor it's going to have, because toasted oats and toasted nuts taste much better than just plain. So this is it. Once it's cooked, you can add raisins or other dried fruit. And I keep it in the fridge in like a little container. It doesn't last long. And you can, and this is how I serve it. This is the way I do it, because I'm the only one that eats it, because it's all mine. It's got my name on it. I put it in a bowl. I have it with some milk for breakfast. I have it for a midnight snack. You can put it on yogurt. My sister has hers on yogurt. You can just eat it out of the bowl just with your hands. It's so delicious. It's addictive. And I'm telling you, you just got to try it. You'll see it's really, really good. I almost forgot to show you my special granola pan, so here it is. It's dark. Of course, dark reflects more heat, so the stuff browns even quicker and better. Easy, easy cleanup. You kind of wipe it out. You don't have to grease the pan to start with. So that's how good my granola is. It gets its own special pan. Nothing else gets done in this pan except the granola. And I have granola every day, so I make the stuff like once a week. That's how good it is. For more how-to videos, visit my website.